5 houses in Sicily, all under $24,000. One of them isn't even a finished house, it's a vineyard on a volcanic island, with grapes already growing and a ruin still waiting to be rebuilt. And by the time we get to the last property today, you'll be looking at a medieval balcony with a view stretching all the way out to that same island. Today we're taking you through 5 very different corners of Sicily, a quiet inland village, a working hill town whose name you've probably heard before, a village built partly into ancient caves, a medieval town considered one of the most beautiful on the island, and that volcanic island itself. The prices range from around $14,000 to just over $23,000. And the last property on this list might be the one that surprises you most, for reasons that have nothing to do with the price. Beyond the numbers, though, here's a question worth sitting with for a moment. Have you ever felt like what you actually need right now isn't somewhere glamorous, but simply somewhere that makes life feel easier to breathe in? Not a place you visit for a week and then leave behind, going back to the same rising costs and the same quiet pressure to keep everything steady, year after year. Just somewhere slower, somewhere that's actually yours. That's what we try to bring you here, every time. We only feature homes that are either ready to live in or realistic to renovate, never something dressed up to look better than it is. Every property comes with real listings, real documentation, and where it exists, real video, so you can see exactly what you'd be walking into. We have no commission on any of these homes, and no ties to the agencies listing them. We're simply here to walk through them with you honestly. If you find videos like this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. That support genuinely helps us keep going and keep bringing you more journeys like this one. And now, let's begin today's journey. Campofiorito sits in the hills of inland Sicily, in Palermo province, in a stretch of countryside where the rhythm is set by the seasons rather than the clock. Mornings here are quiet. You might hear little more than church bells and the occasional scooter working its way up the narrow streets. Life in a village like this doesn't move quickly, and that seems to be exactly the point. What's interesting is that the property matching that pace happens to be one of the most complete homes on today's list. This is a 2-story independent house, about 120 square meters, with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, real space, not a cramped apartment. There's a balcony off the main bedroom, a small terrace upstairs, a cellar, and a separate storage room. The house is described as being in good condition, which in a village this old is worth pausing on. It also has 2 separate entrances, which leaves room to imagine a private guest space or simply 2 easy ways to come and go. The one thing it's missing is a heating system, so that's something to plan for. And the price for all of that space is just under $14,000. You can walk to a small grocery store, a pharmacy, and the local school in about 10 minutes, and the post office isn't far either. For anything more, a hospital in Corleone is about 20 minutes by car. This isn't a coastal property, the nearest beach is over an hour away, but it sits comfortably in a slower, more agricultural corner of Sicily, the kind of place where you'd get to know your neighbors. Of course, a house this size at this price does come with open questions. There's no confirmation of the condition of the electrical or plumbing systems, and the seller will need a proper check for dampness before anything else. But none of that is unusual for a property like this, and at this price, there's real room to handle those things properly. What's worth sitting with is simpler than that. If $14,000 can get you 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms in a quiet Sicilian village, what does that actually tell you about what's possible here? Now, if Campofiorito felt like solid ground under your feet, the next property asks you to imagine something else entirely. Somewhere the road ends near the sea, the grapes grow on volcanic soil, and the house itself hasn't really been finished at all. Lipari is a different kind of place altogether. It's one of the Aeolian islands, sitting off the northern coast of Sicily, and the pace of life there is shaped by the sea and by the ferry schedule as much as by anything else. Up in Quattro Pani, on the northwestern side of the island, the land climbs the slopes of Monte Chirica, and the views open out towards Salina, Filicudi, and Stromboli in the distance. People come here for sunsets, for wine, for a kind of quiet that's hard to find on the mainland. What's on offer here isn't a finished house. It's about 500 square meters of land, already planted with vines, along with a small stone ruin of roughly 18 square meters that would need to be rebuilt from the ground up. There's no confirmed electricity, no confirmed water connection, and no bedroom or bathroom to speak of yet. This is a project in the truest sense, not something to move into. And it comes in at around $17,400. The land itself sits close to a well-known local winery and a historic hilltop church where people gather to watch the sunset. The nearest supermarket, pharmacy, and hospital are about 20 minutes away by car in Lipari town, and from there, ferries connect to Sicily and to the other Aeolian islands. There's no train here, the island simply doesn't have one, and getting building materials out to a property like this adds its own layer of cost that a mainland project wouldn't have. So this one has to be looked at honestly. Before anything else, it would need confirmation of whether the ruin still holds any legal right to be rebuilt at all, and what the local planning rules would actually allow. That's not a small detail, it's the whole question mark hanging over this property. What you're really buying here isn't a house. It's a small piece of volcanic island with a story worth telling and the possibility of building something from it, if the paperwork lines up. The next property brings us back to solid ground, but to a town whose name you've probably heard before, even if you've never thought about buying a house there. Corleone is a name most people recognize before they know anything else about the town, but set that aside for a moment, because the real Corleone is simply a working Sicilian town in the hills of Palermo province, with a historic center, a slower pace, and everyday life carrying on the way it has for generations. Locals go about their mornings in the same streets, tourists come to photograph, and there's something grounding about a place that doesn't perform for outsiders. The house here is a two-story independent property, about 90 square meters, with 2 bedrooms and, somewhat unusually, 3 bathrooms. It comes furnished, which is worth pausing on. You're not starting from an empty shell. There are 2 balconies looking out over open space, an old fireplace that could be restored, traditional cementine flooring, and PVC windows already in place. It also already has its own independent heating system, which sets it apart from most of what we've looked at so far. It does need renovation and some personalizing to make it feel like home. And for 2 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a working heating system, and furniture already included, the price is around $19,700. You could walk to the town center, its shops, and a hospital in around 15 minutes, and everything else you'd need day to day, the post office, informal banking services. A school sits within that same easy walk. A few minutes further out, there's a waterfall and small nature park practically at the edge of town, along with a museum dedicated to the region's more complicated history. There is one thing worth being upfront about: the property's own description says it needs renovation, while a separate automated summary from the listing calls it in good condition. That's a real inconsistency, and it's exactly the kind of thing you'd want clarified with the agency directly before assuming anything about its condition. Beyond that, the usual checks apply, verifying that all 3 bathrooms are properly registered and asking for original, unedited photos. None of that is unusual for a property like this. The real question is what a name like Corleone is worth to you once you look past it and just see the house. So far, we've seen a move-in ready village home, an unfinished vineyard on a volcanic island, and now a furnished house with its own heating system in a town everyone's heard of. Which of those would you actually choose to live in, and does the answer surprise you at all? Buscemi is a small town in the Monte Ible in Siracusa province, and it carries a kind of quiet pride you don't always find in bigger places. It's known locally as a museum village, where old workshops and homes throughout the town have been preserved to show how rural life here actually looked and worked. The hills roll out beyond the rooftops, and the valley below catches the light differently depending on the hour. The property itself is one of the more spacious ones we'll look at today, about 173 square meters across 2 floors, with 4 rooms and 1 bathroom, set right in the historic center. It needs renovation, and it doesn't have a heating system yet, so those are real costs to plan for. But what makes it genuinely different is what sits behind the house, a set of old caves, currently covered over, that the agency describes as potentially recoverable. There's also a small terrace upstairs that opens onto a real view of the valley and the surrounding hills. And for 173 square meters of space, a terrace with a view like that, and a piece of local history built into the walls, the price comes in at around $20,900. You can walk to a grocery store, a pharmacy, and both a primary and secondary school in about 10 minutes. And a small local restaurant sits even closer than that. For a hospital, you'd drive about 15 minutes to nearby Palazzolo Acreide, which also happens to sit near an ancient Greek archaeological site worth visiting on its own. Now, the caves are the part that needs the most honest conversation. Before treating them as anything more than a feature to admire, an engineer would need to check the foundation and the stability of the part of the house sitting above them, along with the risk of water getting in. That's not a small detail to skip over. And there's no confirmed number of bedrooms in the listing, so it's best not to assume more than what's actually written down. Still, for a house this size, in a village with this much character, the real question is whether a project like this is something you'd want to take on slowly, one step at a time. One property left, and it's the one that looks the least like anything we've seen so far. 3 floors, a balcony over a medieval street, and views that reach all the way to a chain of volcanic islands out at sea. Castroreale is one of those Sicilian towns that people describe as one of the most beautiful in the country. And once you picture it, it's easy to understand why. It's a medieval hill town in Messina province, built along stone streets that wind past churches, old palaces, and small piazzas that open suddenly onto sweeping views. Life moves at the pace of someone walking those streets, not driving through them. The house here is spread across 3 floors, about 109 square meters in total. The ground floor has a room and a bathroom. The first floor opens onto 2 bright rooms and a balcony looking out over the historic street below. And the top floor holds a kitchen and a flexible extra room that could work as a dining area, a sitting room, or a 3rd bedroom, depending on what you need. It needs renovation throughout, and there's no heating system in place yet. What sets this one apart is that it comes with a floor plan and a virtual tour already available, so you can walk through it before ever booking a flight. And for 3 floors, a balcony over the old town, and that kind of visual clarity from the listing itself, the price is around $23,200. Everyday shopping means a short drive to nearby Barcelona Pozzo di Gatto, about 18 minutes away, and that's also where the closest hospital and pharmacy are. What's genuinely rare here is a working train station about 20 minutes out, connecting to the Palermo-Messina line, something none of today's other properties can offer. The Tyrrhenian coast is roughly half an hour by car, and from certain high points in town, you can actually see toward the Aeolian Islands we visited earlier in this list. As for what to be aware of, the narrow streets that make this town so photogenic also mean limited vehicle access, which is worth thinking through before renovation work begins. Getting materials and equipment in and out won't be as simple as it would be on a wider road. It's also worth confirming exactly what's included in that 109 square meters, particularly the staircase and any shared spaces. None of this changes what the house actually offers. It just means going in with clear eyes about what daily logistics here would look like. We've just walked through 5 properties in Sicily, all starting from roughly the same modest number, and yet each one left behind a completely different feeling. There was the quiet, complete comfort of Campofiorito, the wide-open uncertainty of a vineyard ruin on a volcanic island, a furnished house in a town whose name precedes it, a village home built partly into ancient caves, and finally, a medieval hilltop house with a balcony over a street that's been walked for centuries. 5 very different feelings from 5 very similar prices. And maybe that's really the point of a list like this. These aren't just 5 houses, they're 5 different versions of what a life somewhere slower could actually look like. Owning a place like this isn't about acquiring more. It's about choosing to carry less. Less pressure, less noise, fewer decisions made just to keep up with rising costs back home. Now, prices like these can be hard to take at face value the first time you hear them. But this isn't a trick of currency or a one-off deal. It reflects where these towns sit away from the coastal hotspots, in regions where the local market has simply never caught up to city prices, and where the pace of demand has stayed slow for a very long time. That's also part of what makes daily life here genuinely affordable. Once you own the place, modest utility bills, low property taxes, and running costs that don't creep up the way they do elsewhere. That said, the number on the listing is only where the conversation starts. Notary fees, registration taxes, and whatever renovation work each property needs all belong in the real budget. And nothing replaces having someone walk through the property in person before any decision is made. None of these 5 houses are perfect, and we haven't tried to make them sound that way. Some need real work, Some come with real questions still to be answered. But what they offer, each in their own way, is the chance to build something that lasts a life that isn't shaped by financial strain in a place that isn't going anywhere. So we'll leave you with this instead of a sales pitch. Out of these 5, which one would you actually choose to spend your mornings in and why? If you'd like, leave a comment and tell us. We read every single one. And if videos like this are useful to you, consider subscribing. It genuinely helps us keep bringing you more journeys like this one. Thank you for staying with us until the end.